Hey y'all, welcome back to Legally Live. I'm your host, McKinley Molasaw, criminal defense attorney in Austin, Texas. Today we have some new Becky Hill or Beckaboo drama to discuss. So get ready. So first things first, it looks like Will Folks over at Fitz News is reporting that the South Carolina State Law Enforcement Division, or SLED, has confirmed Colleton County Clerk of Court Becky Hill is the focus of two criminal investigations, one involving jury tampering and the other on abusing her office. So stay tuned for those. I think we saw those coming, right? Next, I noticed that Wolf folks over at Fitz News, or somebody over at Fitz News, went on to request the emails associated with Becky Hill from her beckaboo68 at yahoo.com email address. We have actually already covered this in our Becky Hill email drama series, and we've mentioned how there were many references or many instances in that first email dump from Fitz News where she was going through and forwarding specific emails to her beckaboo68 email address, right? So now it appears she's actually using they have now done a FOIA specifically for that email address, and for some reason, like, those all appear to be the new ones, so I don't know if she's just, like, solely using her personal address now because she thought it would avoid a FOIA. I'm not really sure what's going on, but the newest email dump appears to be more recent emails and all regarding the Beckaboo and the county email. So, like, using her personal email address for government business. I think we've heard that before, if you'll remember. And then just like off the top of my head, first thing that I have been noticing when going through the newest email dump from Fitz News, the ones involving the Beckaboo email address, is that again, we see that lately she has been forwarding a lot of the actual documents and emails that we have brought up previously as being sus or potentially being an ethical issue or dilemma for her. She's actually been forwarding those to her from her Colleton County email address to her personal Yahoo email address so that she can hold on to them. So she apparently knew they were a problem as well. Okay, right now though, guys, before I forget, OMG. Okay, let's see here. So, um, wait, we don't want that one. We more so want this one, I think. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this is just an email, right? It's from December 14th. So it's forwarded to her. So it's from Clerk Becky, the Colleton County email to her Becca Boo email. And it says that it's an attachment, obituary for Becca Hill. And it's an attachment, a document. Like, what? So it was sent on December 14th, 2023. And that's all I have. And then the next email, oh, and by the way, this is on the new like bunch of FOIA emails, the ones where it's all for the correspondence between Beckaboo and the government email, right? I'll link it down in the description, but go check that out. I have no idea what that was about. Also, in this PDF, you should go to page 55 out of 188, and you can see all of these attachments that she sent in one email on December 14th, and it's like a lot of the important emails that we noticed from her past email dump. A lot of them having to do with the book, having to do with docuseries, having to do with her working on promoting the book or writing the book while she was working. Okay, so this one's funny. It is to Reed Evans. It says, "Dear Reed, I thought we had a great working relationship, but apparently not. I'm extremely disheartened that you tell a court reporter in another county she should run for Colleton County Clerk of Court. Pretty distasteful." This was sent on December 5th, 2023. "But don't worry, I am wiser. Been hung out to dry. Learned a lot about people along the way, unfortunately, the bad side of people. If you believe the lies and what has been purported in the media and other offices to be true, then Robin Williams is alive and well. With kindest regards, Becky H. Hill." What a bitch. I'm sorry to say that, but why is she bringing Robin Williams into it? Like, excuse me, ma'am? I don't know who Reed Evans is, but I tend to agree with Reed. I mean, shit. Anybody run against her at this point. Anybody. Buster should run against her for sure, except he's too good for that job, I think. So, like, I'm not saying he thinks he's too good for the job. I'm saying he is too good for the job. Come for me. What are you going to? Okay, for some reason, around the 68 out of 188 page mark, Sheila Martina is sending, or Becky Hill is forwarding a bunch of emails from Sheila Martina to her, I guess, Becca Boo and others, it seems. And they are all regarding the CI board members and board meetings. And Sheila Martina, Keaise, is an executive director of Community Innovations. She's a YouTuber, and she also has at Miss Literacy 3 CEO, author, and publisher. And she has the website MS, like missliteracy.com. And she says she's a South Carolina early education trainer and servant. I mean, multiple months of emails from this woman are forwarded to Becky's personal email. I have no idea why. And then on page 78 out of 188, Lori Weiss is sending Becca Hill. So to Becky Hill's personal email, Lori Weiss from Colleton County is sending an email on September 25th, 2023 at 11:17 a.m., which is a Monday, and it says meeting today at 2:30. I was looking at hotels. If we can't get in the same hotel, there are several reasonable ones under $70 a night. I wanted to get one myself if we didn't because I don't want to get up at the ass crack of dawn on Wednesday. LOL, Lori. Earlier, though, it says that Becky had written, "Hi, everyone. I would like to meet with everyone today at 2:30 to discuss travel plans and itinerary for North Augusta Clerks Conference next week. Working on getting hotel rooms for Tuesday night. Let's meet in Sherry's office if that's okay for Sherry." Becky Hill. Now let's go to page 81 out of 188, and it is from R. Hill at Colleton County to the Becca Hill email address. The subject is PIC. It's sent on September 22nd, 2023 on Friday at 12:41 p.m. So during the working day. And I don't know who this is a photo of, but I know I should be disgusted. I also don't actually know who this photo is back here, but I'm having a feeling. I got this suspicion that it's a Murdaugh. Does anybody know the answer to this? Because I feel like it is, and I feel like she's capitalizing on that, like a grody person that she could be. I don't know who this woman is over here. Kind of looks like Jody Hildebrand. That's really not nice of me. I don't know. I don't know who it is, but giving Miss Becca Boo some flowers, and it appears they're standing in front of Murdaugh's photo. That could be wrong. That might not even be the painting or portrait or whatever it is that has anything to do with the Murdaughs, but I feel like it is. And it doesn't have any other hints at what it could be, right? So that's all I know. But I feel like it's probably something very gross. Go ahead and scroll on down to page 84 out of 188, and you will see that there is a forwarded message from Andy Garcia at cbsnews.com. The subject is CBS News, and it's sent on September 11th, 2023 at 11:07 a.m. It says, "Hello, my name is Andy Garcia. I'm a producer with CBS National News. I'm following up on the request submitted by my colleagues Josh Pigler and Elizabeth Campbell from last week. CBS News remains interested in speaking with you about the claims Alec Murdaugh's defense team have made against you. I realize that at this time you may be ready to speak with any journalist, but I wanted to see if you are working with an attorney or any other kind of representation that I might be able to connect with you. Any guidance you can provide would be appreciated. Thank you, Andy Garcia, CBS News." I think he meant to say, "I realize that at this time you may not be ready to speak with any journalist," but that's just simply not what he said. She went ahead and forwarded that to her Becca Hill personal email address a little later on in the morning. So, 86th of 188, Scott Lockwood of Magnolias of Walterboro.com sent Rebecca an email message. It says, "Is this a good email to arrange purchasing copies of your book? I'm looking for 3 hardcover copies, 2 for my libraries, 1 for the folks at Magnolias. I am in town Tuesday the 5th and the 13th to the 15th. Thanks so much." Again, since September 4th, Monday at 12:15 p.m., September 4th, 2023. And she forwarded the message to her clerk of court email address, I suppose. Anyway, oh no, she sent it to her personal email on September 5th, 2023 at 9:19 a.m. She responded from her beccaboo68 at yahoo.com. She said, "Good morning, Scott. I will have you 3 hardback books signed today. I can bring them to Magnolias if that works. Just let me know. The hardbacks are $43.75 per book. Thank you for your support. Sincerely, Becky." Who in the hell would pay $43.75 per book? These books are bad, like very bad. I'm for real. I'm serious. I have the book, the paperback. It wasn't worth it. Okay, so I feel like we've actually already gone over this, but on August 23rd at 2023 at 10:14 a.m., John Carpenter, who I guess is like the accountant or the finance dude at Colleton County, sent an email to Mrs. Hill regarding the clerk of court bank accounts. Okay, so back to this email from John Carpenter. It's on page 107 out of 188, and it's discussing additional compensation being paid to employees. And it's talking about how they're not supposed to come out of the regular bank accounts, I guess, and they have to be reported on the employee's W-2 along with having any applicable taxes and retirement deductions withheld. He says, "Going forward, please refrain from making any payments to employees for reimbursements and additional compensation. If you would like an employee reimbursement to be funded through your office controlled account, you can provide the finance office a check payable to Colleton County that will be posted as an offset to the employee reimbursement and thus net out any impact to your county operating budget. If you have additional compensation for council consideration, you will need to contact the clerk to council to be added to the next council agenda. We have identified the following additional payments to employees that are additional compensation and will be added to their W-2s. Gary Hill, $300. Caterton, I don't know how much that says. They tried redacting this. Who tried redacting it though? That's so crazy. You will also need to provide a check to Colleton County for $334.41 to cover the FICA taxes employee and employer and SCRS or PORS employee and employer as follows. I appreciate your attention to this matter. He is not happy. She's been effing around with the finances. Like, let's just not do that, okay? Bad idea. Now, page 121 of 188. You can see that she has forwarded herself on July 23rd, 2023 at 7:02 a.m., she sent herself a forward live interview opportunity from Rachel Daniel at foxcarolina.com, which was originally sent on July 20th, 2023 to her um, Colleton County email and to Neil. And it says, "Hello, I'm circling back to confirm your interview for this Monday, July 24th at 11:30 a.m. If you have any pictures that you would like to use during the interview, please send them my way. Here's the information again that you will need for the interview. With it being an 11:30 a.m. interview, please log into Zoom at 11:20 a.m. Our anchor, Haley, will let you in the chat room at around 11:26 a.m. If you need me to resend the Zoom link, just let me know. Will Becky prefer to be called Becky or Rebecca during the interview? If you can agree to this waiver to give us permission to use any pictures or videos that you send for the interview, you can just reply accept to this email. We'd like to use these photos to allow this. Please reply accept. By accepting, you certify that you have the full right to license the photos, you are over 18, and you agreed to our terms of use." Thank goodness it wasn't about the preface to her book, because she actually wouldn't even have the right to license that work, would she? That she stole it. And blah. On page 123 of 188, here we go again with her, what is this dude's name? Felder Ayers and the liquor stills. She's like real proud that her family could have been, her granddaddy was involved in businesses with the Murdaughs. Okay. Sarah Holstein Graves sent to Becca Hill on July 17th, 2023. The forwarded ebook link, it says here are the articles from the 1957 case I ask you to look for. And on July 17th, 2023, Becky wrote, "Sarah, please see Neil Gordon's link for the ebook in the attached email. Please let me know if you have any problems. Thank you." And if y'all want to go, it's on page 124 out of 188, and it appears to be the Google Drive link. So how about it? Page 125 of 188 is from Neil at Studio Gordon LLC to Rachel Daniel at foxcarolina.com, and it's on June 29th, 2023 at 12:47 p.m. regarding the live interview opportunity. Again, it's from Neil. It says, "Will do, and I will remind you again a week before, but please, please, please do not share the book manuscript with anyone or provide to the news department, etc." It says "we're trying," but I think you meant to put "we're trying to not release it until it actually comes out on the 1st. You can ask her anything you like." Thanks, Neil. The grammar is pretty terrible in that little snippet there, buddy. But were you concerned about them sharing the book manuscript with people because BBC could have found out about the plagiarism? Nah, I really don't think anybody cared about her manuscript. If I'm being completely honest, I didn't. I I don't think too many people cared. Hey, and back. Sorry, it's the next day. I had a little interruption, but let's get back into it. Okay, so this is still regarding the live interview opportunity, and she had forwarded this to, or actually, this is forwarded from Neil Gordon. This is actually boring and we've already seen it, but so basically she's forwarding this information to her personal account in December of 2023, even though this all went down in June of 2023 regarding a live interview she was going to do for Fox Carolina. And she calls Neil Gordon her PR person. Just a note, though, she was sending these emails to herself from her, um let's see here, actually. I don't know if she forwarded this one to herself. It just says that it came from the Becca Boo account. It doesn't mention the county email, so that's a little confusing. But anyway, she sent it from her personal account, and it's actually regarding Behind the Doors of Justice. But just a note, she did send it on a Thursday at 10:27 a.m. on July 13th, and it is regarding her audio recording for the book. She also sent it to Neil Gordon and to Jeffrey Hill. It says, Jeff Holt, can you help me with downloading this somehow, maybe to phone, so I can hear it through Bluetooth on my way to Augusta today? Is Colt, I think Colt's yeah, her son, right? On July 13th wait, so when was this sent? July 13th, 2023, and I guess Neil Gordon had sent her, "Hi guys, I made this 16-point copy and am getting 2 copies printed with complete thoughts at end of each page. Becky, if you get a chance to read this over before your speaking engagement at 1 today, great. Oh, great. So at 1 o'clock on July 13th, a Thursday, a work day, she was giving speaking engagements about her book. Fantastic. There is also a way through a period I that you can put this document into a computer and it will record audio for you of the words to listen back to. You might listen to it on the way down to Augusta, question mark. I'm not sure how to do that, but your son or Tommy might know. David, if you happen to have some cold bottled water for the evening and a tabletop stand for the papers, depending upon whether you want Becky to record one page at a time and stop, etc. Hopefully, it will be pretty cool due to time of day. I'll try and bring a pillow cushion for comfort. What? Neil. Well, I don't know who David is. Okay, so it says on July 12th at 9:19 a.m., Miss Sheila sent Becky Boo an email with an attachment that says screenshot phone, and the subject is Carolyn Burns and CV trophies. And it says Sheila Martina Keys is a consultant, a publisher, a storyteller, and a YouTuber. Oh, yeah, this is that missliteracy.com thing. Let's see here. At 1:49 p.m. on July 10th, a Monday, Miss Sheila sent Becky Hill a message that says, ideas for Colleton voice. No idea what that's about. But anyway, she said, thank you for taking time to converse. So she must have been having phone calls or something. And then Rebecca on June 21st, 2023 at 9:26 a.m., she sent from her Colleton County email to her personal email a forward of the Murdaugh text. Oh, hold on. And this, my friends, is the plagiarized text. So she was sending it to her personal email on June 21st. But as a note, on February 21st, she actually sent it to Charlotte Norwood, publisher at lowcountry.com. And she received the last message from Holly Hondrick on February 20th, it looks like. And here you see it starts on the 12th day of his murder trial. Alex Murdaugh looked bored. So yeah, plagiarizing thing went on for quite a while. And here we can see that the original text was actually sent to her on February 14th. And then again on February 20th, she was sent another updated copy for some reason. And then it looks like at 9:22 a.m. on June 21st, she sent herself, like from her Colleton County email to her personal email, she sent Behind the Doors of Justice, so an attachment, Behind the Doors of Justice, the Trial of the Century, Alex Murdaugh, BTDOJ, Chapter 8, The Sentencing. And this was originally sent to that Valerie Bowerlin Jackson and Sarah Graves on April 22nd, 2023. Okay, then on June 21st, she also sent her. So see, this is just showing that during, like, from her Colleton County email address, she was doing a ton of working on her book because she had to forward this next um, email to her Becca Boo email account as well at 9:20 a.m. on June 21st. And it says forward completed, semi-completed chapters for Behind the Doors of Justice, BTDOJ Chapter 9, Word Gets Around When the Circus Comes to Town, BTDOJ Chapter 8, The Sentencing, Chapter 7, Judge Newman, Chapter 5, Jury Selection Revised, Neal, Chapter 4, Judges Rules, Chapter 3, Meet the Murdaughs, Chapter 1 or 2, The Verdict, Guilty, X, Randolph Murdaugh, The Legend. Chapter 6, Scrambled Eggs and Squeaky Juror Chairs. Crazy. Okay, now let's see here. The next situation involves Law Call episode 611. I'm not sure what it is. There's a link here to an MP4. It looks like a video, and it is sent from Jennifer Rumbaugh at it says that she is from but it says Jennifer Dixon down here. And her email address is jennifer.dixon. And she is from, it looks like some kind of, I don't know, it says 1226 on your side. And it has all these like TV stations, but it says that she is from, I don't know, but she's the regional political sales manager. It says advertising, production services, consulting services, and digital management services sold or offered by Gray Media Group Inc. are subject to Gray's standard terms and conditions. So I think this might be somebody with advertising. Anyway, it says, "Hey Neil, above is a link to the video. I cannot find Becky's email. Can you forward it to her? Thanks, Jenny." And then Neil on June 20th, 2023 at 5:57 p.m. sends the forward on to Becca Boo, Melissa Gordon, and the husband, Tommy Hill. It says, "Finally, we can post this tomorrow. Jenny is out." Sent from my iPhone. And then on June 20th at 11:38 p.m. Becca Boo forwarded this to Jeffrey Hill, so her son, and Kristen Stroud, which I don't know who Kristen Stroud is, but for some reason I think she might also be in advertising. I don't know. I don't know where I got that actually. On April 19th at 6:20 a.m., Neil sent Becca Boo and the Colleton County email of Rebecca Hill an email regarding it says, "Hi Becky, I didn't quite grasp 100% of the open records copying charge. Please pay special attention to that. I may have framed it wrong. Thanks, Neil." Yeah, it also didn't make much sense in the actual book, so I think they never actually got it right, but she was apparently mad at somebody who talked about her copying charges and the fact that she was implementing, I know this is gonna be shocking, but a different fee for different requesters. I was shocked, totally shocked. Not. Sounds just like Miss Becky. Oh, look at this. On April 17th, 2023, and just to remember, um, or, like, so that I remember to tell y'all, the subject of this email is family annihilator, and in the book, she claims that she received an email from a member of the public telling Creighton to call Alec a family annihilator, and she says she forwarded that on to him. I have actually searched the email dump for that, and I can't find it anywhere in her work email, forwards anywhere showing that she sent it either to Carly Jewell, the paralegal for Creighton Waters, or to Creighton Waters himself. So I don't know if that's true or not. I really don't know what to believe that Miss Becky claims anymore since she has proven to be less than truthful. Um, so yeah, but anyway, it's from Neil Gordon on April 17th at 1:21 a.m. to both the Becca Hill and Rebecca Hill emails, and it says some background, and then it is an article posted in the Post and Courier under Murdaugh updates, and it says, "Is convicted murderer Alex Murdaugh a family annihilator? Experts weigh in," and then it has an article. Okay, so this next little batch of emails is from April 16th, 2023 at 9:55 p.m. is when the last response from Becca Boo came through, and it's regarding note and media chapter. So this starts off earlier in the evening. Neil says, "Hi, Becky. So the first chapter would be all about setting up court TV and media credentials and Jay Bender and the judge's feelings and yours about transparency and the types of news organizations that came in town. This is the second chapter. So some things are not in this one. This is kind of the fun one." And she responded with, "OMG, I love this one. I'm already on it, working, adding to the ending." Um, so I went back and looked at the first chapter and the second chapter, and they are not about the media. Um, chapter 1 is the verdict, and chapter 2 is Meet the Murdaughs. Chapter 10 and 11 are about media, and so it says chapter 10 is Media Matters, Motions, and Money, and chapter 11 is Media, Welcome to Walterboro, News at 11. And just as a little aside, I went to chapter 10, Media Matters, motions and money. And this is how the chapter starts off. It says, it was important to both Judge Newman and the clerk of court office that we conducted Murdaugh business out in the open to respect our nation's First Amendment process. And then in parentheses, she put freedom of speech. I think she meant freedom of the press, but who knows? I mean, also, whatever. We'll just. It appears that on April 16th at 7:13 a.m., she sent herself, like her Becca Boo email from her Colleton County email. The subject is Nancy Grace, and then as you can see, it's just a picture of Nancy Grace. Not sure what that's about. Oh, what is this? Excuse me? What is this? And why did she send it to herself? So she sent herself at her personal email a Snapchat video that looks like it shows. It looks to me like it's like stacked up clothes and a bag. I have no idea what that's about. What is that? Why would she have sent a Snapchat video from her Colleton County email to her Becca Hill email? Is this the Snapchat video? I mean, it's not because that's like in a room or something, right? But why would it have been on her Colleton County email is what I'm asking, basically. Interesting. I wish we had the attachments. So on April 14th at 7:31 a.m., Neil Gordon sent Becca Hill and Neil Gordon and Rebecca Hill and Tommy Hill an email. And it says the subject is regarding watch my first Masters tournament. And Neil says, Tommy, don't feel funny. As I interviewed your bride, she told me the country artist at the NBC Today show was cute. And gonzo journalist called Little Johnny Depp from the courtroom was cute. Have a great weekend, you guys. All the best. Neil. Who's gonzo journalist? What? Okay, so before that, though, Becca Boo sent to Neil. It says, Neil, baby, you was such a cute baby. You still cute. How cool is that? Thanks for sharing. And it also, she CC'd Tommy. Oh, that's why he was saying, don't feel bad. So he had originally sent it to them and said, I was a rookie reporter here back in 1992. And back then, CNN was pretty new, always looking for stories. Here is one I did. Tommy thought you'd especially like after you going the first time. What? Here's the link. Okay, so on February 16th, 2023 at 10:51 a.m., Jeffrey Hill, her son, from his Colleton County email, sent to her personal email regarding email quote. It says, they all look great, but Little John Retreat and Finding Our Way would be the two I'd choose from. This is in response to her email on the same day at 10:15 a.m. from her personal email account during work hours. It says, tell me if you like
Loafer's Glory, Little John Retreat, or Finding Our Way Best. The first two are on this email. Finding Our Way is on Edisto's site. 3 to choose from. Now, the forwarded message is from Beckaboo to rentals at Edisto Realty regarding email quote, and she sent this at 9:39 a.m. on the same day. It says, Kim, is the house Finding Our Way available? And on February 16th at 9:36 a.m., Kim had sent her a message that said, Dear Rebecca, thank you for inquiring from 2/16/2023 to 2/20/2023. And then it has all of these available rentals and the total prices there. So Little John Retreat looks like it was going to be 1,410.88. Loafer's Glory 1,482.76. And then the other one, Finding Our Way, I guess, that was on the site, they didn't quote in here, so who knows? Anyway, interesting. Okay, so you guys, that actually appears to be the end of the emails. I know that at the beginning of this, there were actually some emails that I took notes on, but I didn't cover them in this video. So what I'm going to have to do is go back and watch this video after I'm done, and see which ones I did cover. So then I'll know which ones to include in the next video, or if they even need to be included. So stay tuned. There could be another video on this. I mean, I highly doubt this would be the end of the Becky Hill drama forever, obviously, especially since, as I reported at the beginning of this, I think it was Fitz News that's reporting that there are actually two criminal investigations into Becky Hill's actions, which I cannot say that I am surprised by that news, not one bit. Anyway, stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and do all the YouTube things. Make sure you subscribe if you aren't subscribed already and turn on the notifications. I will see you guys next time. Bye.